By the end of this video, I'm going to turn my unit from this to my dream garage workshop. But before we crack on, here's a small recap. Welcome to my new unit. This is literally going to be the new Brett Barnes HQ. So if you're new around here, hello, my name's Brett and this is my unit which I acquired over 2 years ago. I've been on one hell of a journey so far, building this into my dream garage slash workshop slash man cave. I can literally click on colour and then I can make it like green. It started as a bare empty shell with 4 walls, but I've already started to make it my own. That is one successful trip to IKEA complete. I even went a bit overkill and got a marble worktop made for the kitchen. The old worktop was rotten, so I thought it was a worthy upgrade. I went to IKEA to buy sofas and install TVs on the wall. This is not just a garage, this has got to be a place that I can film in, work on cars, and also have some downtime too. Why is it? It's not even plugged in. I want it to be the ultimate man cave. And I couldn't have made this much progress without the help from brands that have got involved with the channel. And it's not all about the brands or materialistic items, it's the memories I've made along the way.
Well, you now have a hole in your wall.
If you're watching and you're not subscribed yet, then this is your time to do so. We've made some amazing progress recently, especially with the addition of the ramp in the last episode. But today I'm going to be making the most progress yet. This is going to be good. So a company called Big Doug have reached out, they've seen what we've been doing and have sent pallet loads of stuff for the unit. And I think what we've got here will be enough to completely transform this place and pretty much finish it. I'm talking flooring, a vise, racking, workbenches, storage cabinets and much more. Right, so I think I'm going to start with the flooring first. I've already measured around the ramp, so I know where to cut. So that's all good to go. But because the way these tiles work, and pretty much any floor tiles work, we need to start on the actual edge, where we need to put the edge along there, like that, for the main door of the unit, and then work our way back. But before we do any of that, we need to get all this stuff and move it over to the other side. So let's go. And here goes, this is the start of a very big job, and a big shout out to Jay for coming down and giving me a hand.
Go away.
That's horrible. So we're ready to put the tiles down, and I have put a couple down already just to show you what the plan is. So, because we've got these edges, we need to start with the edge of the door, as I said earlier on, and make our way back. Because you don't want to start that end and then realise the tiles finish halfway out the door, or they finish here, and you've got like a weird gap and it wouldn't be good. So, the first plan is to make the whole edge along there, because I know that's straight with the unit and straight with the world, and then make our way back. Now, over here, you might be wondering how I'm going to cut and how I'm going to measure this gap. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that up against there, like that, and I'm going to mark with a chalk pen, like that, there, where that ends, there. Do it on the other side, and then I'll draw a line, cut it, and in theory, that should work. But I haven't tested it yet, so yeah. We're doing this together. So, and then to actually cut it, you literally use an angle grinder, or I've got this little die grinder here. Big shout out, obviously, to Draper Tools. So without further ado, I'm hoping I don't mess this up. I'm hoping I've got some spare tiles. I'm assuming I will have. But yeah, let's do it. So the tiles we're going to be using are the Big Doug Essentials interlocking vinyl floor tiles.
That so looks like it's gonna fall. I mean, it does look ready to topple over, doesn't it?
That's going to go down like a sack of bricks.
Go down like a fat kid on a seesaw, that is, mate.
So when I'm laying down these edges, I'm trying to make sure they are perfectly straight, because if I get it wrong now, it will throw off every tile going forward, and they won't be straight with the unit. But because I'm doing one solid black colour, it's going to be more forgiving, but I still want to make sure I'm doing it the best I can.
And now that edge is complete, I'm just double checking I'm happy with it, which I am, so I can move on and do the first tile against the wall. And see if you can see what I've done wrong here.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
What? Why?
On the wrong edge, mate.
What?
Look. It's meant to be the edge I cut off.
Right, so you've got the first one wrong.
But in theory, let me just see if it. No, it wouldn't have been even close.
Eh?
No, it would have been because it would have been a male. No.
So yeah, the first tile I had to cut went completely wrong, but after much thought I knew where I went wrong and cut it again.
Right, moment of truth. This is definitely the first time we cut this. Oh dear.
Look at that, mate. First go.
First go.
Yeah. That's more like it, isn't it?
Does need a little bit of a trim up there.
Yeah, look at that. That's mint.
Yes.
Proper job.
That is good.
That's bang on, mate.
Very good. And the thing is with that, now it's touching the wall, this whole thing won't really move that way.
Move now.
So, yeah. I'll probably now just put loads up there and do like one more over there just to help it stop again, and then we'll just do loads of lines and I'll worry about all the edges later on because, well, if we do all the middle, it makes you feel like I've done a load of progress. Let's do it. Okay, so currently there's flooring in there, there's also flooring in the kitchen, however, there's no flooring in the toilet. Now, the trouble is, with this floor at the minute, when you do that, it creates dust, and I don't want dust to walk onto the flooring, or even any of the other flooring, so we need to seal it. And to do that, I bought some garage floor paint. Now this, funny enough, was going to be what I was going to put on the main floor, but I was probably going to need about 6 of these, but hopefully this one can will do in here just fine. And we need to do 2 coats, 1 coat with white spirit to thin it down and prime it, and then the second coat with just this. So, first thing we need to do, get everything out, hoover it, sweep it, whatever we need to do, and put the first coat on. So, let's do that now.
So with the bathroom all empty, I thought whilst I'm here, I might as well paint the walls as well. So we're going to do that first before painting the floor. And it'd be nice to get rid of this horrible magnolia and replace it with white.
And there is the first coat of paint in the toilet all done. It's looking so much better, nice and fresh, and it matches the white in the rest of the unit.
So we're going to wait for the walls to dry before doing the floor, which means we can get back out and do the floor tiles. And I'm now starting to cut around the ramp.
Oh heck.
But now the bathroom walls are dry, we can crack on and paint the floor.
Quite a lot of fucking
How
paint.
much spirit you got? What?
Half and half. Half paint, so 2 litres of paint for
What sort of paint is it?
garage floor paint. You got to thin it down the first coat.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. This is 60 quid.
Is it?
Yeah, 60 quid a can.
Christ.
Look at that. I can't.
I don't like. Something about that freaks me out.
Weird, isn't it?
It looks so weird.
That can't be right.
Something tells me that ain't right, bud.
Why is it like that?
Hey? What is that?
Just a reminder, people, that's £30 gone. Why is it like that?
What is that?
See? He definitely said.
That's where he's read it wrong.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
At first, it must be thinned with 10% white spirit.
Right. Put the whole can in.
That ain't gonna be right though.
Well, it's better than that, isn't it?
There's no paint left.
Man's got cloudy lemonade.
We all make mistakes, but I think luckily we have just enough to do the floor.
Okay, now everything is now down that doesn't need to be cut. So obviously there's an edge all the way around the outside. We've got to do all down here, all up here and around here. And these are all parts that are not quite a full tile that need to be chopped. But I think other than that, they're all down. But this is where it gets tricky. I think the chopping down and doing this bit is going to take longer than actually laying all the rest of them. So without further ado, we better get cracking. And just like that, that is this side all done. Look at how good this is. I don't really know how I've done it, and I've surprised myself as well. But yeah, this now looks really good. And what we can do is I can start to get the detail and stuff back over this side, giving me a bit more room to play with. So in 3, 2, 1, that is all now back in its place and looking good. Okay, so skip ahead a little bit. The bathroom is all now painted white, and also the floor is painted grey. That looks so much better. I haven't filmed for a little while, but it's all the same thing and a bit repetitive, but the floor is really coming along now, and look at how good this is. I'm genuinely proud of myself and think that I've done quite a good job. And obviously there's a gap here for where this yellow part of the ramp lands, and then what we're going to do is we're actually going to paint that down there to match what we've done here, which is paint underneath the ramp here, which is pretty cool. Wasn't necessarily needed, but I think once all the floor's done, this bit here is painted, that will look a bit odd without paint. So yeah, we've painted that, and it's also now going to be easier to mop if ever I spill liquid or oil on it, etc, etc. But yeah, this place is really, really coming along. I'm making an absolute mess, but it's part of the job. Now I've just got to finish doing around the ramp. And then once I've cut around the ramp, I'm then going to lift up the tiles that are around here, so I can then paint that bit there, because I don't want to paint this bit here now, because obviously I'll lose my lines, so I don't know where to cut. This takes a lot longer than you expect. And one thing I don't think I've even mentioned is I've taken the doors off, because when you put the floor tiles down, the doors don't open. So I've taken them off, so that will be the last job, cutting the bottom of the door, so then it's got clearance to go over the tile.
With the flooring pretty much done, it's time to take off about 10mm off the bottom of the doors. Now unfortunately I don't have a saw, so I'm just going to use an angle grinder and hope for the best. But you know what, it worked fine.
Okay, I genuinely can't believe I'm saying this, but the floor is done. Everything is now down, all the edges are done, the doors are back on. I do need to give everything a good hoover and wipe down, and I need to touch up the black paint and white paint, but we'll do that in a second. But yeah, look at how good this place looked. I'm absolutely buzzing. This is the first look. This is the first look at the unit, and I think it looks bigger. I'll probably find now it's going to be warmer in here, the sound is going to be better, and it just looks better on camera. The colours will be better because of the floor made all the colours go weird on the camera, and I think it's just going to feel better to work on cars, be in here. It's just a better environment, which hopefully in turn will make better videos. But we're probably only about halfway through complete in making this unit so much better, and the other half is onto those boxes over there, but we'll get onto them a little bit later on. For now I want to go around with the black paint, touching all the marks that we've made, and also the white paint to get rid of all those marks, and just generally give the unit a bit of a clean up with some paint. And we're also doing another coat of paint in the bathroom, hence why, well, that's why the tiles are up currently.
As mentioned, now I've cut the floor tiles, I'm going to pull them back up so I can hoover and paint underneath. This means once all the paint is dry and I put the tiles back, it will leave a nice clean finish and look as if the floor underneath the tiles is all painted.
The flooring is now done. If you come in here, look at the bathroom. It is looking so much better, and there's going to be no more dust at all now, which is good. So we need to fill that up, which we'll do in a second, because we're going to change a few bits in there. And then the flooring out here is all done, and look at how good the floor is underneath the tiles. I'm so glad that we've done that, because I think it would just look a bit rubbish if you could see the old floor below. But yeah, it looks so much better, no more dust, and yeah, that was the main thing with the old flooring. Every single time you walk on it, it would lift up dust. Come around here, it's just looking so much better. At the minute, things are everywhere. It is coming along. In here looks really good, and we've got so much stuff to unbox to go around here. It's really exciting. But for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take everything off the old shelves. We're then going to put one of the shelves in the bathroom, and then the other shelves are going to Andrew, who you've seen on the channel. And then we're going to have a bit of a tidy up, and then we can unbox some of the other stuff from Big Doug.
If you're still watching this video up to this point and you're not subscribed yet, then there's a high chance you're enjoying what you're seeing, so make sure you click that button to stay updated with all the content. But I'm now just giving everything a bit of a hoover, moving everything back into its places, making room for the next part of this video.
Okay, some major progress has been made. Look at this place, it is looking so good. The shelves are now gone, everything is down there ready for when we do the next thing in a minute. We've removed the pool table and put it up there for the moment, because when we make some more changes to the unit, it will actually have a place. But for now, it's up there, out of the way. Over here, we've got all the boxes, which we're going to unbox in a second, which will be the next part of the video. And we've moved the helmets, we've moved a few other bits and bobs. And if you come over here, I've put my code BB10 number plate up there. I've added this little memento thing here, and the major changes are in the toilet. This is now all filled up, and it looks so much better. We've moved one of the set of shelves in here. It looks much better than what I had before. And we've also put my M140 iPhone up there, and it just looks cleaner, nice, functional, and yeah, I am so pleased. So the absolute legends, Big Doug, that helped out with the flooring, have also sent out loads of stuff behind me, including racking, benches, proper workbenches, the actual storage cabinets as well, all sorts. So genuinely, these guys have been such a great help to the channel. They've seen what we're doing, and yeah, they want to get involved and just basically support me and make my unit like my dream unit. So yeah, now we're going to unbox everything and see what we got and try and get this all set up. So that is everything unboxed, and it probably took us about 45 minutes to an hour to get it all unboxed. And look at how much cardboard there is. There's so much. But this is all the stuff. So we've got workbenches, racking, cabinets, loads of storage boxes, which you'll see later on where they're going. And then down here, even more racking. There's some of the wood for the shelving. And what's really cool, look at my new solid wood workbench that says Big Doug at the bottom, which is really cool. And to go on that, they have sent a lovely Sealy vise. This thing is absolutely massive, and it's going to do the job just perfect. And yeah, I'm finally going to have a vise on a workbench. It is going to be so good. So let's get everything set up.
So these shelves are boltless, they just clip together really easily, and we had them set up in no time at all.
How good does that look? I'm absolutely buzzing with it.
These shelves are going to make life so much easier, and I can actually now put in all the new parts for all the new projects into these like storage bins, label them, and know exactly what I've got to install, what I've got coming up, and it's just going to be so nice to be organised.
Oh, this place, man, is just coming together so nice.
I want to install the next thing, which is this storage unit.
And this storage unit is going to go up here, and the idea behind it is I'm going to try and put all my chargers for like the drills, all that sort of thing, into that cabinet up there, so it's out the way and everything can charge up there. Or I might end up putting chargers on the wall, but either way, the cabinet's gonna go up there, and then we'll work out what's best to do with it.
So to put this cabinet up on the wall, I'm going to put some masking tape inside it and mark out where the holes are. I'm then going to stick the masking tape on the wall, make sure it's level, and then drill the holes. Once the holes are drilled, I'm going to put in the raw plugs and screws. And then I can hook the cabinet on, make sure I'm happy that it's level, and then fully screw it to the wall. And bosh, just like that, it's all done. And with that all up, it's time to install my workbenches. And yet again, like the shelves, these are completely boltless. Yet they're super strong and they can hold hundreds of kilos. And the final thing to set up is the Big Doug heavy duty mobile storage workbench. This is the workbench that's going to have the vise on it and where I'm going to do most of the dirty work.
This place is finally done and I'm absolutely buzzing. A big shout out to Big Doug once again. I mean, just everything, like this workbench is so nice. The fact I've actually got a workbench now, and this is going to be like my clean workbench where I'll do sort of the cleaner jobs, and then obviously we've got the bigger one, the more robust one over there with a vice to do all the dirty work. But yeah, finally, even to like, if I take a headlight out, when I had to do the angel eyes on my E36, I had to just put them on the floor. Now I can put them up here, work on this, I can get the chalkboard and write on it. Like, oh, so good. I've actually got my tools up at actual height now as well, so I don't have to bend over on the floor all the time. Got the welder in the corner, which just sort of fits really nice, as well as the cabinet, all the draper stuff. This, I mean, these shelves are so much better than the old Halfords ones I used to have. They are so solid, and yeah, they look a bit more industrial and more professional, and yeah, love that. And then the bathroom. Look at this place. I don't really know how to describe it. Hopefully it comes across on camera, but the white walls and the newly painted floor just looks so much better. And yeah, absolutely love it. We've got the old shelves in there, looking all good, and yeah, it just looks a lot better. And then over here, the transformed corner, we've got all the boxes, which kind of looks like I'm about to run a merch store, but I really love it. We've got parts in here, and obviously got the plant with a light on it. This is just going to allow me to work a little bit more efficiently, and to be fair, the whole unit will allow me to work a lot better. But over here, I can put all the new parts in the bins, and I know that everything in here is to go on future projects, and I know what I've got to install, because at the minute I've still got loads of new products up there which I always forget about. So yeah, now I finally can see it and I know what I've got to do. We've got the nice big workbench which is proper solid, and I might, depending on how I get on, when I get the vice installed, because I still need to bolt it down, but when I get that installed, I'm going to see what it's like, and if it ends up moving a little bit, I'll just take the wheels off and then sit it on the floor, and then it'll be strong. But yeah, gonna get a plug socket wired in here so I can use my grinder and all the other bits and bobs, and we're gonna get a few other plug sockets installed over there soon as well. But yeah, absolutely love this corner. I think it looks really good. But this is not finished for the unit. We have got a couple more things I want to do. I'm gonna get some hexagon lights up there, and then Big Doug, I think, are sending me a neon sign which I'm going to put up there, and it's going to look absolutely amazing. We're going to have new plug sockets along there which is going to look great, and yeah, maybe in the future we might even get the mezzanine floor done up there. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. A big shout out to Big Doug for genuinely transforming the unit, and well, it's going to allow me to work even more effectively, efficiently, that's the right word, efficiently, and yeah, just change the videos, so I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for supporting the channel and reaching out, etc. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you guys